Give me a yes or no if any of you heard about this. Did you know that in April of 2025, black women lost 106,000 jobs in a single month? How many of y'all heard about that? That black women actually lost more jobs than anybody else in America. However, the black male unemployment rate, I think, is still higher than the black female unemployment rate because black men are the last hired, first fired. Black men are the most rejected group of people in the country when it comes to this economic system. Black men are the ones who are least welcome into the master's house when it comes to economics. And I say the master's house because that's what it is. When you have a culture where every black boy is trained to go work for a white boy, right? Every black boy is going to grow into a black man who's trained to go look for a job for another white man. I want to just be 100% crystal clear with you and be honest with you and let you know that you're setting him up for economic disappointment and at worst financial self-destruction. Like I just have to be clear about that. And I don't and I know that this is jarring for a lot of people to hear because they want me to say it nicely. But I can't say it nicely and I shouldn't say it nicely because the world is not going to say it nicely when they reject your son from opportunities that he deserves, where they don't let your son have the chances to be successful that he actually earned, maybe because he went to college. He got the master's degree at Duke, or he's a hardworking guy, or he stayed out of jail. He takes care of his kids. He did everything right. But every single statistic that I could put in front of you right now tells us with 100% clarity, with no ambiguity whatsoever, that the black male is the least desired economic partner in this entire economy. Nobody wants to hire your son. And I don't want to say it like that. That sounds really mean and damning because your son probably could get a job somewhere, but all the stats show that he'll be the last hired, that he'll be the first fired, and that he'll be the one that will never truly get the opportunities that he deserves. So this is, and this does not just go for black teenagers. This does not just go for young men. This does not just apply for they call them YNs. I hate that term. You ain't a YN. You should be a YK, young king, young leader, young scholar, young thinker, young builder, young genius. Why the hell you want to be a YN? I don't know why in the hell they already calling you a YN. Why are you calling yourself one? That don't make no sense. YN, in case you don't know what it means, you can figure it out. The N word. So here's the deal. This does not just apply to people in a certain demographic. This doesn't just apply to poor people, uneducated people, short, tall, old, old, young. No, this is everybody. I am 54 years old, and I can tell you that even in my own family, I'm a 50, not no, let me say it again. I'm a 54-year-old man with a PhD in finance who had more education by the age of 25 than most people will have for the rest of their life. And I live in a household where my wife works for a university